Okay, I hope PPT is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so today we have start the new topic. It is preposition logic. So what is preposition logic? It is a statement, is a declarative sentence which is true or false, and but not both. 1 minute. Okay now. So what is preposition means? You have one statement. The statement should be true, yeah, or should be false, but not both. In other words, a statement is a declarative sentence which has a definite truth table. Okay, so what a preposition means? जो भी preposition is you, जो भी sentence you have, उसका आंसर में भी the answer is true or false. You have only two options, या तो true होगा या false होगा. Okay, so suppose a statement is a sentence that is either true or false. So 2 plus 2 it is 4. So it is a preposition statement. 3 cross 3 is, I am just writing it is 8. So it is false. So it is a proposition logic. Then I am writing this number is a prime number. I am writing today is the Tuesday. Today is the Monday, but sorry, today is the Tuesday. So it is true. So but here I am writing x plus y is greater than 0. So it is true or false. It is just depend on the value of x and y. X and y, if the value of x and y are just depend on the value, then we said that it is a preposition statement, yes or no. If x plus y, whatever value x plus y you have, so if x and y is in negative, if both the value are negative, then we said that this statement is true. If, or if x and y, so it is the non matlab it is not an example of preposition logic, it is the example of predicate logic. Okay, so they are true for some values of x and y, but are false for some values, some other values of x and y. So what is the preposition proposition logic? The proposition logic is a statement, is a sentence that is either true or false. या तो ट्रू होगा या false होगा, दोनों नहीं हो सकता. So it is not a preposition logic because x and y, the value of x and y is changed. It is a variable. It is a change. So sometimes it is true, sometimes it is false. So it is not a proposition logic. So proposition logic have some connectivities. Means these are words or symbols used to combine two sentences to form a compound statement. So we have some connectors, like first is negation, it is known as a connectors. Second is conjunction, third is disconjunction, and fourth is conditional, and fifth is biconditional. I think all of you have studied before this, all these logical connectors. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay ना. Negation means not. What is this? It is same as the जो आपने set theory में पढ़ा ना, it is same as the intersection, like conjunction. It is just like a union. Disconjunction, it is a conditional. Conditional means if, then, and it is biconditional means if and if. So one by one we have studied all this. So first we have understand this operator. So it is known as the disconjunction. It is also known as or operator. क्या बोला जाता है? It is known as the or. The or operator of two proposition A and B. It is written as A or B. मीन्स ये साइन किसका होता है? यूनियन साइन होता है, ऐसा यूनियन जैसा. यूनियन का मीन्स क्या होता है? यूनियन इज फॉर, और अगर दो सेंटेंस में है, इफ द टू सेंटेंस इज कनेक्टेड बाय और, देन वी हैव यूज्ड यूनियन. इफ ट्रू, ए एंड बी इज ट्रू, इफ एटलीस्ट, क्या लिखा मैंने? इफ एटलीस्ट एनी ऑफ द प्रोपोजिशन वेरिएबल ए और बी इज ट्रू, मीन्स when you have used this operation or operation, so in this operation you have a two variable x, a and b, you have a two variable. If is true means when is true, if at least any of them proposition variable a or b is true. अगर ए और बी में से कोई भी ट्रू होगा तो एट द लास्ट आंसर इज ट्रू. ओके, तो मैंने ए, आई एम टेकिंग, वी हैव ए टू ट्रू, फर्स्ट इज ट्रू, सेकंड इज ट्रू. ये टेबल आपको बनाना आता है ना, हाउ कैन इट इज पॉसिबल कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ ए और बी?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So if first is true, A is true, B is second is true, then false, then false. So what is the possible combination? True, 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 false, false, true, and false, false. It is, we have a, if we have a two variable, हमारे पास two variable है तो total possibility, total combination is 4. If I have a three variable, then what total possibility कितना होगा? Anyone? If I have a three variable,
8 मैम.
yes, 8. Okay ना, when you have a two output, आपके पास two possible output है, true or false. अगर आपके पास three variable है तो 2 raised to the power 3, it is 8. So we have take only 2. So true, true. So इसमें क्या लिखा है? If at least any of the prepositional variable is true. ये true है, B is true, then answer is true. आपने 0 1 भी पढ़ा होगा, आई थिंक 1 और 0 आप लोगों ने मे बी या तो 0 1 से पढ़ा होगा. ओके ना?
यस मैम.
ओके, इफ ए इज ट्रू, बी इज फॉल्स, आंसर इज ट्रू. व्हाई? इफ एटलीस्ट एनी ऑफ द प्रोपोजिशन इज ट्रू. अगर ए और बी में से अगर एक भी ट्रू है तो ए और बी इज ऑल्सो ट्रू. ए इज फॉल्स, बी इज फॉल्स, देन आंसर इज ट्रू. B is false, sorry, A is false, B is false, then answer is false. So OR operator, how can we use the OR operator is this: if at least any of the proposition is variable, you have a two variable A and B. If any one, if at least means इसमें से at least any of the proposition is true, अगर एक true है so final answer is true. Okay, then we have understand and operator. It is just like an intersection. The and operation of two proposition A and B is true if both the propositional variable is true. Means अगर आपका A and B, A one first variable is A and second variable is B, if both are true, अगर दोनों true है, then your A and B is true. So here I am just make a truth table A or B. I am just writing true, false, possible combination. Then A is true, B is true, so answer is true. A is true but B is false, answer is false. Why? इसमें क्या condition है? The condition is this कि both the proposition A and B should be true. अगर दोनों true है तो answer true होगा. अगर anyone is false, then answer is false. If false, true, false, 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 false. Then negation. Negation means it is negation of proposition A is false when A is true and is true when A is false. Okay, negation के लिए we want only one variable. We have only one variable. A है तो possible value of A is या तो true हो सकता है, false हो सकता है. Negation is just right opposite of this, means not. It is not, or say also known as a not negation. If sometime it is denoted like this and sometime it is denoted by like this. जैसे मैंने last slide में आपको बताया है, in this like this. Okay, it is the sign of the negation. So it is just a negation of preposition A is false when A is true and is true when A is false. Just opposite. If मेरा A is true, so negation of A is false. If A is false, then negation of A is true. Okay. Then if and then conditional. If and then implication is implication A to B. Means what is the meaning of this? Is the preposition if A then B. अगर A open होता है then B. So means it is false if A is true and B is false. Okay. So and all other cases it is always true. So इसने क्या लिखा, इफ a is true then b is true, answer is true. One I think it is missing, like this. If a is true then b is false, then answer is false. If a is false, b is true, then answer is true. And b is false and b is false, then answer is true. Means in implication, in if and then operator क्या होगा, if a then b, अगर a है then b, means it is false if a is true and b is false. means अगर आपका a true है और b false है, तो इस कंडीशन में ये false होगा. अदर all other condition, all other cases, it is always true. देन आता है बाई कंडीशनल. बाई कंडीशनल मीन्स इफ एंड ओनली इफ. व्हाट इज इफ एंड ओनली इफ? So it is the sign of biconditional is this: if biconditional logical connectivity which is true when P and Q are same. P and Q are same means A and B are same. That is both are false or both are true. Means आप whatever variable you have, A or B you have, if both are the same, अगर दोनों true है, then answer is true. If both are false, then answer is true. And other condition is one is true, one is false, so is always false. So it is the truth table for the biconditional. If A and B are true, then A, if and only if b, so it is true. If a is true, b is false, then answer is false. If a is false and b is true, then answer is again false. If a is false and b is false, then answer is true. So biconditional operator how can work in this? If both the variable have a same, अगर same है तो answer is true. If are different, then answer is false. So it is a combined table for the truth table. If you have a two variable p and q, so it is the negation of p, it is as a intersection है, so pq, pvq, p imply q and p by conditional q. So we have five operators, so it is a combined table for this. Okay, then we have understand what is the contradiction. Contradiction is the preposition which is always false, means which is always false for all truth value of its sub prepositions or components. A contradiction is also called logically invalid or logically false. means कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन में क्या होगा, जो भी आपका फाइनल आंसर आएगा ना, ऑल फाइनल आंसर जितने भी आपके ट्रूथ टेबल व्हेन यू हैव मेड, जो फाइनल रो जो बनेगा उसमें सारे क्या होंगे, ऑल आर द फॉल्स. सारा रिजल्ट कितना आएगा, फॉल्स आएगा. देन यू से दैट इट इज द कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन. all entries in the column of contradiction are false. So contradiction is this: contradiction is the prepositions which is always false, means which is always false for all truth value of its sub prepositions or components. So we have taken one example. We have taken this example. So here we have a two variable. First is p, second is q. So first of all, I'm writing p and q. What is the possible combination? I'm just writing. Then p vq. So I just find, means what is the meaning of this? It is this, like this. आपने यहाँ find किया second or. So in this or, what is the or? At least any of the preposition variable is true. अगर at least एक भी true है, तो then we make a table. So it is PVQ. मैंने find किया, तो true होगा, true false, is this true, false true, any one of them, then false हो जाएगा. Then what we want to find, क्या चाहिए मुझे अब, not p also चाहिए, negation of p. I'm just find the negation of p. ट्रू है तो false हो जाएगा, ट्रू है false true and false true. Then negation of q, I want a negation of q, so I just find negation of q. true false, sorry, true है तो false है तो true false true. Okay, then what we want to find, then आपको क्या find करना है, then you have just find this, whatever you find, then you have to combine. तो मैंने यहाँ पर तो combine find कर लिया, but you just make a one additional row you can make. तो आपको क्या फाइंड करना, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू जस्ट फाइंड दिस, then you just find this. Okay, so here the final answer, what is the final answer? All our values false in this truth table. In truth table all the last value it is false. So it is the example of the contradiction. You can say that it is जो भी preposition variable you have a, it have a contradiction property, means all the last column all have a false. So all the in last column all the values false, then it is the example of the contradiction. So yes, it is clear, you are able to solve this column, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
I think it is not tough. You just find a one by one you can find, then you just prove. अगर सारा वैल्यू आपका false आ रहा है in last column, then you say that it is the contradiction. Then we have understand what is a contingency. Contingency is, it is a preposition which is either true or false depending on the truth value of its components of preposition. Means contingency में it is not a fix कि आपका आंसर true आएगा या false आएगा. In contingency your answer may be true, may be false. Okay, it's just depend on the truth value. So here I'm just find not P intersection not Q. So it is or operator. So first of all आपने P find किया, then you have find Q, then you find not, negation of P, negation of Q, then you just find the P, negation of P or negation of Q. So it is the, how can find at least अगर एक भी true है तो answer is true, both are false then it is false, false true it is false, true false it is false, then it is true true it is true. So it आपका आंसर क्या आ रहा है, आंसर क्या आ रहा है, ट्रू एंड फॉल्स में आ रहा है. So it is the example of the contingency. Then we have the tautologies. What is tautology? Tautology is the formula which is always true for every value of its prepositional variable. जो भी prepositional variable you have, तो क्या होगा, सारा वैल्यू कितना आएगा, ट्रू आएगा. देन you can say that it is tautology. अगर सारा वैल्यू false आ रहा है, then you say that it is contradiction. If all the values true, then you say that it is tautology. If false and true का combination आ रहा है, you can say that it is a contingency. Okay, so we want to prove this statement is a tautology. So for tautology you have a two variable a and b. So first of all I'm just writing a and b. Then what you want, up to a imply b find करना, तो you just find a imply b. Then आपको क्या find करना, a imply b intersection a, then you find a imply, ये आपका एक one variable हो गया. Then you just take the intersection of this, and when you have find this, then what you want, आपने ये जो find किया है this imply b, so it is your single variable, आपका एक single variable हो गया. Then you have imply b. Okay, so first of all a imply b means true है तो आंसर इज ट्रू, ट्रू है false है तो आंसर इज false, false है true है तो आंसर इज true, false है तो आंसर इज true. Means when we have take this sign, means imply sign is the conditional if a then b. So अगर आपका a true है, a true है और b false है तो आंसर इज always false आएगा. And other condition when b is true and b is false is not important, so answer is always true. So then you find a imply b intersection a. So means क्या होता है इसका, means this one and this one, true true true, true false false, false true false, and false true false. Then you just find the a, again a imply b. So true 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 true, false false true, false true true, false false true. Means you always remember student कि आपके फर्स्ट पोजीशन पे क्या है, ये फर्स्ट है देन बी है. ओके, फर्स्टली इज दिस देन बी. ओके ना, तो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर दिस कि अगर आपका,
मैम
यस
मैम मैम ट्रू एंड फॉल्स फॉल्स होना चाहिए था ना.
1 मिनट 1 मिनट इस वाले में, यस इन विच,
मैम मैम बी मैम बी सेकंड रो एंड Last row.
yes na, this statement, in this statement the
Oh.
answer is here है ना.
Hmm.
So ये okay, it is your first variable है ना, it is your first variable, so you have just assume it is another variable, it is c. मैंने assume के लिए it is c, मुझे क्या find करना, c tends to b, so it is your c. So क्या होता है इसमें, आपने when you find तो क्या होता है, ट्रू 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 होता है, ट्रू फॉल्स फॉल्स होता है, ओके ना, ट्रू फॉल्स. तो यू हैव सेड इट इज ट्रू, then b is true, तो answer is true. If it is false, then it is false, answer is true. It is false, ये मेरा फर्स्ट वेरिएबल है, it is false and it is true, तो आंसर इज ट्रू. It is false and false false है, तो आंसर इज false, आंसर इज ट्रू. यस इतिशा,
मैम यस
इसलिए मैं,
मैम clear.
ओके
मैं
ना.
बी को फर्स्ट वेरिएबल ले रही थी.
हाँ मैं यही बोल रही हूँ. सो ऑलवेज यू रिमेम्बर कि मतलब फर्स्ट वेरिएबल इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. मतलब ये नहीं होता कि आपने ए पहले ले लिया बी बाद में ले लिया. इफ सीक्वेंस इज दिस, if sequence is this, so a tends to b means a imply b. If a, then b, the meaning is this. So the sequence of variable is very important. So it all the value is true, then you say that it is has a tautology. Okay, it is clear all of you? Yes Vivek,
Yes, ma'am.
I think it is not a tough. Then next is preposition equivalence. Equivalence means टू स्टेटमेंट, यू हैव टू स्टेटमेंट एक्स एंड वाई, आपके पास टू स्टेटमेंट होंगे एक्स एंड वाई आर लॉजिकली इक्विवेलेंट if any of the two condition is false. Means you have a two method, first method is this and second method is this, you just prove that it is equivalence or not. So first is this, the truth table of each statement have the same truth value. मतलब आपके पास two variable है like this, first is this and second is this. अगर इन दोनों का ट्रूथ टेबल व्हेन यू फाइंड एंड बोथ आर सेम, अगर दोनों सेम आता देन यू कैन से दैट कि बोथ आर इक्विवेलेंस, ये दोनों इक्विवेलेंस है, दोनों इक्वल है. इफ फर्स्ट इज दिस, फर्स्ट मेथड ये है कि आप ऐसे फाइंड कर सकते हैं. सेकंड क्या है, बाय कंडीशनल स्टेटमेंट. जो बाय कंडीशनल स्टेटमेंट है इज द टोटोलॉजी. मींस ये जो आपने फाइंड किया ना, यू हैव जस्ट attach by conditional statement. Then if all the value are true, all the value are true means if it is tautology, then you say that it is the equivalence, both the statement is equivalence. So by first method we have solved this question. 1 minute. So we have a two statement, first is this, second is this. We have in first statement we have a two variable a and b. In second statement we have also have a two variable a and b. So I'm just writing a and b. So first of all I'm just finding this a v b, a union b. So I'm just finding here true true true, true false true, false true true and false false false. Then I'm finding negation of this. Negation of this is the opposite of this, true false, true false, true false, false true. ये मेरा फर्स्ट पार्ट हो गया. सेकंड पार्ट क्या है, दिस इज नॉट ए, negation a, negation b. So I'm just find negation a, negation b. Then I just find we have a, this operator intersection. So false false false, false true, false, true false false, true true is true. So this column and this column both have a same value, both have a same truth value, false 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 true, false 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 true. So in such condition you can say that कि both the statement are same, hence the statement are equivalent. मतलब दोनों का truth value are same and hence the statement are equivalent. First example is, first method is this, second method is this, we have used this method. So in biconditional statement, biconditional statement में first of all you just find a and b. A and b is just right. Firstly you find this and find this. आपने find किया this this this. If you just apply biconditional operator here, you have just apply biconditional operator here. If all the value are true, all the value are true, then you can say that it is the equivalent. So we have this take imply किया false false, it is true, false false true, false false true, true true is false. So both the statement are equivalent. You have a two method. अगर आपको इससे find करना तो you can find by this method. If you want to find by this method, you can find by this method. Okay, yes, it is clear. All the four: propositional equivalence, tautology, contingency, and contradiction. Yes, it is clear, all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
so इतना इनफ है या आगे?
Ma'am, enough.
है ना? आई थिंक इट इज इनफ फॉर यू. आप इसका रिवाइज कर लेना एक बार. देन इन नेक्स्ट क्लास वी हैव अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज द इनवर्स, कन्वर्स एंड कॉन्ट्रापोजिटिव. ओके, इज एनी क्वेश्चन?
No, ma'am.
एनी क्वेश्चन?
no, ma'am.
समझ में आ रहा है ना? आप लोगों ने पढ़ा. इट इज नॉट टू टफ. यू आर सीएससी स्टूडेंट, सो इट इज नॉट टू टफ. बट होता ना सम टाइम थोड़ा नहीं पढ़ते तो थोड़ा ब्रेक होने के बाद वी कैन नॉट लर्न ऑल दिस थिंग. So any question, student?
No, ma'am.